And what it do, family? TheeConciseKing here, y'all. I am back, keeping it short and keeping it sweet as always. Welcome back, y'all, to yet another Apex Legends video. Now, wow, with so many changes here happening in the Apex Legends Season 8, as much as I wanted this next video to be a touch base on Wattson, you know, she's got her fun factor and a slight amazing buff. Her shield regen, after not taking damage for 5 seconds, she automatically starts to regenerate in her shields. I like to think that even the smallest tweaks like that to a not so good legend and their kit will push them even closer to a more competitive space. Now follow me here, because prior to this small buff on Wattson, and more to come in Season 9 already confirmed, Wattson started being ruled out as a valuable option to both ranked and casual lobbies. That was something she was never really used to. Wattson was coming off of once upon a time being revered and even thriving on the comp end of the spectrum. Fast forward, now with an Octane Light regen passive, Wattson is now making a bold yet fun re-entry back into our hearts, y'all, here in Season 8. She has much more of a fun solo queueable experience, in my opinion. Lots more to give, and for some reason it seems like she can survive even longer in the midst of the fights with her team despite her low profile passive. Is it safe to say Wattson is completely in the clear for this being it, making her kit stronger? Heck no, but we know she's got more work coming in Season 9, so it's safe to say she is now no longer the legend who needs a massive rework. No. The attention is actually now turning to the surveillance expert of the arena, or as reported by Sportskeed A, one of the most talked about legends in Apex Legends forums and subreddits is Crypto. You're tuning into yet another Apex Legends breakdown on yet another legend who needs a massive rework. This is a Crypto breakdown with TheeConciseKing. Let's get it.
I can feel the world get farther. Every year the stars get.
First things first, if you guys are new around the channel, if you're new around the block, we just broke 200 subscribers the other day on my live stream. Probably seeing the highest of likes on my live stream I've probably ever seen. The goal is 15, and I think we reached 23. Just want to thank you guys for all the support and the appreciation. And if you guys enjoyed this video so much today, as I do all my other videos, I have a like goal of 15 likes. As I love making Apex Legends content, guides, breakdowns, news, to better help us understand how to wield these legends here in the Apex Legends arena. Thank you guys again. Now let's get back to this video. Now, who is the legend who needs a rework? Crypto is the legend who needs the rework. And as I previously touched on in one of my Apex Legends daily highlights, which you guys can find on my Instagram, the current Apex map rotation is Kings Canyon and Olympus. Two maps which strongly call for long range combat and highly open spaces usually, which does allow for recon players to create those great opportunities for racking up damage, peeking from afar, gathering loads of information from the circle. However, when wielding a Crypto, it calls for a bit of brain juice, guys. You have to be able to successfully move ahead of your squad, if not with your squad, which I go more in depth in either of my Crypto basic and extended tips and tricks guides. Anywhere between not being present in a fight with your team, missing shots from afar, or simply not using your drone in a fight will quickly allow for your team to be put at a disadvantage. Another problem is Crypto players lean too much on the fact that they can recover banners, sometimes not putting their best effort forward, if at all, even arriving late on the scene to the fight, only to just hang back while their squad mates are leading the charge. And the last biggest problem I see players struggle with a lot is this idea of time wasted. I see Crypto players get flustered. This is why they kind of are hesitant to even play Crypto, because his overall kit is a bit time consuming. I mean, look at it, guys. He's the only legend not classified as a defensive legend who 100% has to set up shop before going into a fight. And consider this, after an EMP use, just how useful is Crypto peeking from afar if there's a lifeline and or a Gibby on the field? There's really just a lot of ways in which Crypto kit seemingly leaves him absent from fights with his team. Now, after me shitting on him a little bit, actually a lot of it, let's take a look at what Crypto is actually good for. He's not the most ideal legend to get things rocking, you know, the second you touch ground, but boy does he get convenient as the match progresses, and I mean that. That being said, his strength to the team that he adds, it comes from collecting recon information, surveillance expert on nearby teams, and getting those early rotations with his team for those in-game circles. This is where he has to live. This is actually where he thrives. Moreover, being one of the recon legends, he's given the ability to scan survey beacons. Now don't continue to take that for granted, guys. Early rotations are key to this battle royale game. Don't worry about finding fights, you'll find those as you early rotate to the next circle. You're not the only squad looking to early rotate. Now, not only is it important for Crypto to feed his team information, but Crypto is at his most neat, yes I said it, his most neat for those in-game fights, much like I mentioned earlier. Just like a Gibraltar in my opinion, Gibraltar's in-game defensive bombardment, it brings the pain. Now on the other hand, Crypto went up against a defensive team boarded up somewhere in a building in the end circle for those end fights. He's looking to take away that pain, you know, alleviate some of that pain that you're trying to cause him and his team, wiping that area of any defensive elements or traps. So with that being said, Crypto's end-game EMPs have got to be used with the biggest of brains, guys. I can't stress it enough. And if you really want to up your success factors, grabbing loads of ultimate accelerants along the way, along that match, can't hurt at all. Now last but not least, let's get to our final topic. What's got to change for Crypto? This topic is actually why you tune into the video. Now, Crypto in some way, fashion, or form, he's got to, similar to Watson, he's got to find his offensive factor. Watson, we were looking for her fun factor. We kind of found it a bit. But what is Crypto's offensive factor going to look like that's going to make him more valuable? What's it going to look like when we're thinking about improving his kit? Maybe he just needs better offensive capabilities. I'm thinking of the idea of taking a little bit of that pressure and excessive focus off of the player themselves, i.e. to the casual player. Just how useful is his passive Neuralink, which allows for Crypto and his team to see enemies once they're marked and detected by his drone. On a scale of 1 to 10, the use of Neuralink is coming off as a 6, considering the drone is usually shot out, or players are simply not trying to take that chance of trying to hide their drone and still get a discreet detection. Now, esports analyst Rahul Bhushan suggests maybe allowing the drone to automatically maneuver from enemy fire, making it just a bit easier for the drone to remain present through that fight. Now, I love that he goes on to cover the bases of if the drone is allowed to scout and recon ahead on its own, it may then be considered too overpowered. But heck, it's a great starting point. I think we can all lean on maybe allowing Crypto's drone to have some kind of self-configuration. Like I said, alleviating some of that dodge pressure, some of that focus pressure off of the Crypto players themselves, and instead allowing him to be more present, more supporting in the midst of those fights and those engagements with his team. And guys, that really kind of brings us to the end of today's breakdown. I mean, we just want to see our man Crypto grow, you know, take on some pretty powerful offensive capabilities, as I think it's only right. He is actually one of the better legends here in the arena, just needs a little bit of tweaking. He's been on the run for a good portion of his life, and you know, now I don't think he should have to do that in the Apex games with his teammates' banners. And that's all we got, guys. It's really all we got. Once again, it's your boy TheeConciseKing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, go ahead and be sure to smash that like button. Leave a like for my lovely like goal here on today's video, 15 likes. And if you guys love smooth, seamless content, concise, short and sweet, just like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Pop in on the stream, come say hi as we journey on this journey to 1K subs by the end of this year. I know and I think that we can do it, guys. I know and I believe that we can do it, guys. I hope you guys can rock with me, man, as I love delivering you guys Apex Legends content to better help us understand how to wield these very complex legends here in the Apex Legends arena. Until then, y'all know what it is. I'll see you guys in the next Apex Legends video, in the next Apex Legends live stream, and of course, in the Apex Legends arena. Peace.